Look at that. That came out good, man. Real good on that tobacco stick. Hopefully I beat it. I'm about to have a dog chase me. I just know it. It about got lost. Well, it would have been in the truck, but it would have been a pain to find later, but I found it. And I'm putting it back. Oh, crap. I hadn't seen one of these in forever. Check this. I don't know what I just broke. Hey guys, so it is time for another craft show. This one is not that far away, maybe 35-40 minutes in Register, Georgia. Can't wait to go. Last year it was rained out. Didn't really get a chance, only sold 2 sticks out of it. But this year I have so many other tricks up my sleeve from the laser engraver. I got that new canopy tent and just new styles, new flavors that I have. These sticks you see right here, that's the ones I finished in the last video. Actually, I finished that this morning. It's nighttime now. I'm about to go load up the truck tonight before I have to hustle and do it tomorrow morning because I really don't like doing that at all. So on these, I got to attach the lanyards, the tags, and the rubber tips. It doesn't take all that long. So I'm gonna load those up in the truck, and I have all of these back here in the back to go load up in the truck as well, along with all my stands, my table. All right, it is a beautiful morning again. All right, so I just pulled up at my local grocery store and I need to go get me some cash back, so I'm gonna run inside real quick and I'll be right back. All right, now on to register. Don't hit nobody. Merging on to I-16 now. Not much longer till I get there. All right, I just pulled off to the side of the road. I'm almost to register, but I forgot something, and I'll show you. Alright, so they want us to have these little pamphlets or these pieces of paper that pretty much says where we're going, what row we're in, what section we're in, everything like that. They want us kind of like to pop it up in our window, but I'm not going to do it there. I'll probably just stick it at the bottom. And it looks like I have to hold it up with my hand. I don't think I have any tape. You know what? I'm going to take my hat and shove it up underneath. Oh yeah, that works. You see, that's ingenious, something to hold up a piece of paper. So they can see and just flag me and direct me where to go without causing any confusion. All right, now, let's go. We're here. Normally there's folks right up front to direct us. All right, let's see what we got. Buildings you see to the left here are some of the historical buildings from when the city was first built. But here's where I check in right here. All right, so I am heading to my spot now. Is that Girl Scouts? No, it's not Girl Scouts. I gotta pull up around here somewhere. This is gonna be hard. Somewhere around there.
I think you guys are real close to the caboose. You're in front of 1, 2. You're
so I'm between the caboose and the that other white tent.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm see. She's.
We got it. He knows where he's going.
Okay, it's gonna be a tight fit, and it normally is. This is reasons why I like to set up day before if I'm able to. And I might have a stop sign right in front of me. Let's see how this goes. It's gonna be tight, dude. So tight. But I'm gonna offload real quick. Go park my truck somewhere. I think I know where. And then we'll figure this bad boy out. I'll see y'all in a sec. All right, here's my spot. C3. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. I think the sun's gonna end up behind us on these trees, giving us some shade. Okay, so we are set up now. I think I got my tent rose up. Yep, I got my tent rose up how high I want it. And let me step back, show you what it looks like. This is the presentation. All that crap at the bottom is going to be cleaned up. So it's not the full presentation, but they'll come in, they can see all the premium stuff here. And then I have it scaled down again from the tall down to the short. And then this is just extra storage in the back. There's my throne. And the laser engraver. I just got to find power now. I think power's back there or over there by the puppy. The first walking stick has been sold even before the show has started. And he wanted an engraving. Mr. Billy T. It's already looking good, and he wanted a tobacco stick. And he bought it from the road. He didn't even come check him out. But they're testing out music. And it is extremely loud. Hopefully they'll figure out the volume and crank it down a little bit, because I can't even hear myself think. But we should start the show in about 45 minutes. The temperature is great. It's like 70 degrees. We've got a good cloud cover. You can probably see the sun's right there behind me. Some good cloud cover, but we'll see how it goes. I hope that guy don't unplug me. And it's gonna turn off the laser engraver. Okay, he's not unplugging. Music loud. Look at that. That came out good, man. Real good on that tobacco stick. Bill T. All right, so we got about 30 minutes before the start of this thing, and I just want to get a little walk around before it gets way too busy, just to see what everybody's got here. I got some buddies over here that I met at the last show, but let's see. I'll just put it on a quick time lapse. So this is going to be the fun zone, obviously. It's going to be bouncy houses and all sorts of stuff like that. Here's the trampoline flippy-doo thing that the kids are going to be doing. I might jump on that. We got the bull riding back there and a little train over here. Fun zone. Let's see what else they got here. Who's this guy? Where's he at? I don't know. I'll come back later. I don't know how good you can hear me above the generator kind of behind me, but the people are starting to flow in, dude. I'm seeing some interest here, and I got somebody else trying to walk up right now, so I'll be back. Good. I got oaks, maples, sweet gums, tobacco sticks. I got a few sycamore. I think I sold all my sassafras. Had a few of them, but yeah, I go get all these myself. That's actually my favorite part about it, going to the woods, harvesting.
Make them all yourself?
Make them all. My garage is a mess.
Yeah.
There's dust everywhere, and I got like 100 more ready to go to work on. But yeah, I love it.
Nice.
I love it. Now, if you find one you like, or you know somebody that's here, that I can engrave it for you. Like, put your name, whatever you want into it for like $5, and it takes like 10 minutes or more.
I am, Bill T. Akers in downtown Register, Georgia, at the Pecan Festival. I came with my professional stick that was given to me for a retirement, and I came up on this young man with Stickin To It, and I got me a tobacco stick walking stick. Look at here, personalized here on site. Huh? Talk to me. Have a great day.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
We'll be in touch.
Well, ain't that sexy? Yes, sir. So this is probably the busiest craft show I've been to date. It's kind of hard to sell because there's so much going on, but luckily I'm right at one of the front gates, and we'll see how it's going. I have a couple people that promise to come back, but most of the time that really doesn't happen, which is fine. But got a 5-minute break in the music, thank goodness, because it is extremely loud. But I'll keep you updated. I've sold 2 so far. Both of them had engravings. And I'm sorry for the generator noise. There's a booth, 2 booths over from me that has a cooler, and they're like a lemonade stand pretty much. So they're trying to keep things cool with the generator. I guess the wall plug wasn't doing it, and they were drawing too much power, so they're using the generator now, and it's pretty loud. So so between that and that was not 5 minutes. So I don't know how well you can hear me because they had the music cranked up to 11 all day long, but I have knocked out 9 stick sales today on my little, very sophisticated inventory tracker. Out of those 9, I engraved 7 on the laser engraver, so it seems to be a pretty big hit. And I charged for all the engravings this time around. It doesn't bother people because it's another incentive to buy the stick. It's something that personalized for them. And everybody, it's dying down a little bit. We got about 30 minutes left on the show, and it seems to be dying down a little bit, but it's still a pretty good many people still here. And this is the center of it with that concert thing. I've been blessed with all the folks that come up and sell it and to buy the sticks, but I've also been blessed to be sitting right beside some generators and being what seems like 2 feet away from the speakers of the stage, but it's been a great time. Are y'all following me? What? Are y'all following me?
I was thinking about you.
So I'm trying to run back now. I think this is a shortcut through somebody's yard. Running back before the rain gets here. I feel the wind starting to pick up already. Hopefully I beat it. I'm about to have a dog chase me. I just know it. Okay. Here's a little recap of what's going on. I haven't recorded in a little while. So I got my truck here in front of my spot, loading it up. I got most of the sticks in there already. Tent's broken down. It's in its little carrying case. And I'm just about to cap this off and then clean up all my trash. So y'all get to watch that fun. Let's go. Now it's time to do the courtesy pick up the trash even if it's not yours rule. This little piece of plastic jewelry, not mine, it was here when I got here. Clean it up. You always want to come back. And your sights mark where you were, so you don't want to be that guy. But I seem to be pretty good didn't have too many people dropping trash in my area. Good. So all I need to get is my chair, and that's it. I'll put it in here. Don't drop it. Now let's put it in here. Yeah. All right, chair going in. Actually meant to put it under all this, but it didn't happen. Oh well, chair's in. Everything's packed up, buttoned up. Close the door. This little piece about got lost. This is what I used to measure the distance of the laser from the art itself, and it was sitting on my laser engraver, and when I moved it, it stayed there, but when I put it inside the truck, it about got lost. Well, it would have been in the truck, but it would have been a pain to find later, but I found it, and I'm putting it back. Oh, crap. All right, I'm leaving. I'm gonna pull through some baskets and a couple other things from grass, and they look very beautiful. So my passenger seat is a little too heavy, and my truck is screaming at me, thinking there is an invisible person sitting there. He didn't even see me. Oh, there he did. And right across from the fire department is some of the old historical buildings. Obviously that one's been remodeled. That one not so much. It looks like they're working on it, but some of the older buildings, just trying to keep them intact from the past. That's a cool little fire truck. I wonder what they would do if I climbed up in there and honked the horn. I don't think they'll mind. Later in 1901, there was another population boom when the Register and Glenville Railroad converged with the Georgia Central Railroad, which expanded the rail traffic of goods and passengers, later increasing the population to a whopping 400. So I'm on the railroad, pretty much in the middle of the woods, on the outside of Register, and this is heading into Register. And check this out. I hadn't seen one of these in forever. It's one of the little spinnies where you can flip and decide which way they want to go. Because there's a track that goes that way and a track that goes that way. And this decides your fate. And this track is abandoned. They don't use it no more. I believe it's the Central Georgia Railroad. But then again, I'm probably mistaken. Not too sure. But check it. This is where they split off. I mean, who knows how many trains, for how many years this thing was used, honestly. How much cargo, how much weight, how many people and passengers came this way. Because I think this railroad went to Savannah, I think. I have to do some more research on that. But I think it went from Macon to here eventually, and it connected with all sorts of railroads as well. But this one split for some reason, and I'm unsure if it's split because this side railroad over here, that one, it goes to those silos over there. And this one just continues on. So I'm thinking The one to the right was stopping off at the silos and then merges back into this main track after it drops off or picks up some cargo. Let's go down there to the silos. You know, I doubt it, but that actually would be pretty cool if that caboose was on this track at some point. Because this track was the life and blood of this community years and years ago. Beautiful paint job, by the way. I heard they just finished it. Let's go see the front. Should have came up here earlier before all these trash cans were up here, but let's continue. And here's the right track here. They just split it off. Look what they did. Keep the history there, keep the track alive. They cut right through it, or they cut through the concrete and left the track there intact. But what they couldn't do is leave it intact here. Well, let me show you something cool. I think they put it up under the road. I doubt it, but look, you still see the track going up under this truck right here. Right there. That's cool. And it still continues on. See right there? Here's another historical building. Got a nice little awning there. Very nice. But that is one of the old buildings. It says Gas Play. Used to be the company's name. Got a nice little gas pump up here. How much was gas back then? I don't know. 35 cents. Oh, that'd be great. Let's see if we can look inside. Then soon other entrepreneurs flooded the area looking to start their own enterprises. And before you know it, Register had a grist mill, a general store, a bank, drugstore, cotton warehouse, a ginnery, a potato curing plant, garages, repair shops, a blacksmith, a local theater, and even Dean's Hotel. A ramp? Oh, that's cool. This ramp right here actually went up to the railroad tracks, so they can load and offload the train no problem. That's about 4 or 5 foot down. That seems about right. Slide like a board across and load it in, or throw some bags. I don't know. It depends what this is. This could have been a general store. I'm sure I can find an old map, maybe, to see what all these buildings were. Just right here by the railroad, and also that building, what it was. Sure, it was like Go Play or Gas Play. This is cool, man. You know, there's just something quiet and peaceful about walking the streets of Register right now. Yeah, the festival was back there. We got a few cars left over, but it is so quiet here. I had the silos next to me. You see them there. And that's what I think happened. I'm gonna wait until I hit the end of the road right here and cut in. See what's going on. Yeah. These are some huge crepe myrtles above me right now. Man, they had to be over 8. I think I felt a drop of rain on my head. And here we are on the railroad tracks again. And here is that right track coming back to connect with the other line. Yep, that's what it is. And then the track goes up there next to the silos and fills up. But I'm gonna go down to this road down here and check out those silos. And by now, Franklin Register was a very wealthy man. And with that money, he bought and donated land so that the First Baptist and Methodist churches could be built. In 1920, the population increased to over 500 as cotton, cotton oil, and cotton seed boosted the economy. Look how huge they are. Wow. And I don't think these are the original ones that were here, but being they go right beside, sorry if you hear any wind, it's very windy, especially going around this one. But being they were right beside the railroad leads me to believe they were used for that. I'm honestly surprised that's open. I had folks going up there all the time, I'm sure. Those are huge, man. So this is where a truck would back up and drop their grain in. And then from here, you can actually see it. Actually, that grain will drop in there too, but here, there'll be some mechanism, I think at the very end, and it will bring it up in there. It's a pretty cool system. Looks like another silo sat here. Unfortunately, in the 1950s, with the decline of the railroad, motor vehicles became the more popular way for transportation, which started the decline for commercial growth in Register. This is as big as that one. So they had some silo action going on here. Some of the buildings and older foundations still remain today. Let's see if the railroad tracks up this way. Buildings have been restored to help retain the local history. I am not going to go find out. It's snake season, and I know they're out there along with the rats. But I think about where that tree is right here is where the railroad is. That's cool. Real cool. Actually, looking at it, the old bolt pattern right here, and it's in a circular shape. Possibly another silo. Man, this place is siloed up. Down. Yeah, I'm not taking that shortcut. Going this way. And right here is a ton of foundations for other buildings that were here, probably involved with the grain. And today, with the population now at 166, the people at Register are still just as friendly and inviting as they ever were. Some of the buildings and older foundations still remain today. Even a few of the buildings have been restored to help retain the local history. And this was another foundation of something else. Survey marker. With that said, Register is still a small, quaint, and quiet town, and its people are just as friendly and inviting as they ever were. It's one of those blink and you'll miss it kind of towns. One that's worth a visit if you're ever around. U.S. Geological Survey, elevation 187 feet, measured in 1918. That's cool, man. That's cool. All right, so I am back in the truck now, and I am hot and sticky. It's a very humid day. It says 83. I'm glad it did not go to the 93, 94 it was quoting us as. We had a good overcast today. It was very good. Show recap. I didn't sell as much as I thought I would. It was very busy and crowded, and there was a lot going on. There was a lot of people here today, and I was excited for that. It wasn't as much as I thought, but then again, this was the first true test I had here at Register. Last year it got rained out. Not sure if you remember that one. But there was a lot of people here. I only sold 10 this time around. I forget how much I made, but I sold 10 this time around. And the laser engraver is still a hit. I charged for them this time around, and nobody blinked an eye. They loved it. They loved the idea that they could actually personalize their sticks on site, and it was actually pretty cool. But there's that. What I would change next time for me is honestly nothing. I think I did pretty good. I think I came prepared. I didn't forget anything this time, guys. I normally forget something, and I'm trying to think right now what I forgot, but I have no clue what I forgot, if I forgot anything. I didn't need anything that I didn't have. Actually, in the last hour, I sold more sticks and had more people than I did all day. It was very busy. I had people lined up at my booth, which I've never had before. I had like three folks at max, which I know it don't sound crazy to some people, but I had 3 folks just lined up when I was taking care of folks, like lining up the stick for engraving, and folks were asking questions, you know, what about this and what about that, asking about different species of wood like oak, maple, sweet gum. That's my main 3, but and I'll just tell them about that. I thought I heard his trailer scrape, but I don't think I would change anything. Let's see, just provide more options, and I'm trying to grow my options, the next big variety that I need to throw out there are canes. And there's a few different variety of canes that everybody, you know, likes to make, but I really need to just provide something in that world, because there's some people that just want a cane. They just want a cane. They don't care for a walking stick at all. They view walking sticks as just hiking in the mountains. But I need to provide canes because people need them and people like them. And once I get better and better at making those canes, I can provide a whole different type of variety. And I have different styles of other walking sticks that I want to make as well. That's going to require some extra work, like my paddle walk, which I have not revealed to y'all yet, but it's still formulating up there. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and head home. It was a great show, and I'm coming back next year. Check this. I don't know what I just broke. I got 2 t-shirts. So it's for the 3rd annual Pecan Festival. Got a green one. And got a nice town. They feel great. Got a nice town. They look awesome, dude. They look awesome. But got 2 of them things, and I got a little bag. My wife might like that more than me. But I like the bag. It's nice, durable. I like that, man. But it's time to head back on the road, folks. I'll see y'all later. Get out there, have fun, and keep sticking to it. Peace out. It's about time I get my dang hair cut. Jeez.